The Shady Bunch, arriving at the stables, were reunited with a long-lost friend. Verity broke down into tears as she leapt off the cart to greet her dear friend, Horse. Last seen in the cold, snowy north, of course. The gang then made their way into the castle and met up with Raff, looking heartier than ever. After explaining what happened with what turned out to be Caraquette's undead forces, an alarm bell was rung in the distance. Raff bolted up the stairs to meet with Emperor Atlas, with the Shady Bunch following in suit. The forces of Lunaris were on the horizon, about 12 hours out. A plan was being devised and everyone was off doing their thing. Barlyre, in Atlas's skin, managed to get Brillia separated and revealed his strategic hand in play, but then fled as the rest of the gang barged in to squash this bug. Ariana's trick on Atlas had backfired.
Yep.
All right.
So you guys found out that you guys have been spied on, and that Brillia's brother has a plan to basically make this war unwinnable for you guys.
Sure he does. Sure, Jan. So, as I guess I should figure out where we were left off.
We
Step out of the way.
Yeah, Dad.
I wasn't able to save him, but I was too young to do anything about it. We're adults now, but that we weren't when we had control over these. When we didn't have control over these things, I should say. So, I understand your sorrow and the shock of. I guess you said that was your brother, right? Between you and me, I'm gonna have his fucking head, but I won't unless you don't let me.
Sobbing again. That didn't help.
I'm gonna. Tabby has like a little tear that gets caught in his fur, and he just goes back in. My point is, right now, it's not on your shoulders. You are not the one responsible for this. Right now, we have big things to figure out, and I know it sounds like I'm trying to it sounds like it's dismissive of what you are feeling. But you're allowed to feel those things. You're allowed to feel upset. You're allowed to feel the pain. Let's put it into some real good use here, all right? All right, now walk over, hand on shoulder. And no, really, this is my dad, though.
The tabaxi that looks like Tabby kind of like gives like an awkward wave. He melds the word, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It would sound a little bit like a deeper pitched version of me, almost. But he's saying he's sorry.
Thank you. Okay. There's... Oh.
We still need Raff, because you still need to be healed. Someone should probably take
Well, now I don't trust anything, no offense, because Raff has...
As you guys are... Sorry, go ahead.
Raff has magics got corrupted by Vecna, who, so I don't know who to trust right now.
Well, I think the idea, though, is that if you don't do anything, this is going to kill you. So,
yeah, most likely.
You know, the options are really...
I'll say Verity, right now you recognize that Brillia is low-key considering.
Welcome.
Best friends! Now you guys join me. You have the crying cart now.
Low-key. Like, it's not like all-consuming like you was, but there's a flash in her eyes where she's like...
Verity has made some strong arguments over the years. Looking back at them.
As you guys are all kind of sitting there being like, who can we trust? Raff comes in. He's got a book open. He says, so there was this guy back in...
Hold
on.
Oh my...
Don't panic.
Oh my god. He like puts the book down and like goes and he's like, hey, Atlas, babe, hey. And he like cups his cheek and Atlas begins to wake up and looks at him and says, oh, I think I had another episode. I don't remember.
Sorry, is this a frequent thing that happens to you now?
It's, Raff says, I think his migraines are getting worse. He has these moments he just can't remember. He wakes up with a huge headache. He kisses his forehead very sweetly.
No, that was a possession.
No, that's impossible.
No.
You would think?
No.
You'd hope.
It can't be a possession. I would know.
it's something of the sort, and it was my brother. So,
Oh my god, my brother fucked Raff.
Brillia is not thinking that right now.
I mean, you jump into the body at the wrong time.
You gonna be balls
you
deep. I
never
don't know what to
know.
say.
And then you can't just stop because
That'll get you caught.
Are you in a bad mood, Mark? I noticed that.
okay. So, these episodes, exactly how much do you think Brillia's brother would have learned?
You're saying that when he forgets. I mean, it's happened in council meetings. I mean, I thought it was just.
Okay. Right.
Okay,
You say they've been spying on us this whole time.
Yes,
Yes.
with all the lovely information.
You all are privy to one of the only times in his life that Raff has sworn. He's like, fuck.
Yeah,
Yep.
that sums
That's
it
the
up.
right word.
So any plans that you guys had, in the past, 11 years out the window,
Scratching.
no longer viable.
Last 11 years, you say he's been doing this for that long?
I have no way to assume not.
Well, how do we
I don't know.
How do we get him out? How do we... Raff seems like a little manic.
Do you think that Atlas would look good in an eye patch?
Yeah, just take.
I mean, he looks good in everything. Why?
You can still hear.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
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 What are you guys debating?
I walk over to Atlas and I hold him by the back of the head for a second, saying, "This looks a lot more homoerotic than it's actually going to be. But look me deep in the eyes, okay?"
That's what he said. He looks you.
Him,
He
and I
looks
point
you.
over-
He looks you in the eyes.
All right. Do I see any of that like Vecna lightning in there?
Roll for it.
Perception.
Yep.
All right.
Or
Perfect.
Arcana, but you suck at Arcana, so don't do that one. That's what we've learned.
I think this is the second 18 on the die I've rolled, so that's a 27. You'd have me have to.
Juicy
Because you know exactly what you were looking for, you are quite sure that whatever is taking him over is not there now.
Okay.
It does seem like it's a conscious effort. Like, if you had to guess, it's something like Brillia's eyes spell, where, like,
Okay.
wherever he is, he's out of his own body while he's doing it. So...
Okay.
But yeah, there's no way to tell how long it's been happening. I mean, you know the first time it was used on Atlas, and you know that
I know
if
when-
the eye went back to Vecna when Ariana died, it could have been given pretty much immediately.
So good news, we don't need to cut out the eyes.
Okay, Atlas says, sounding very scared.
Bad news, I don't know what's up now. There's no sign of any presence in the eyes. There's no. I'm not a doctor, but I mean, I'm glad we didn't decide to cut out the eyes preemptively. That would have been really kind of funny, but not in the sense that.
Putting out anybody's eyes.
No.
Hey.
Raff
You never
says,
know.
Raff says, if he can be taken over at any time, he can't know any of our plans. How are we supposed to lead a fight, to fight back, if the Emperor can't...
Well, first off, we should probably go and confront the army out there right now and tell them that they are going to be sabotaged, especially if they know that they are potentially allies. So...
Potential
make-
allies could still be potential allies, whether or not they have
Let's
their names or not.
let's try to make allies out of the army that is coming. I think that's the best bet.
Okay.
I'm concerned about Verity's allies' safety in this moment, so that's probably best.
Yep,
to
so
do.
you have 5 people who Verity named as allies to her who are active in the enemy army. So all of them are probably going to have hits out on them pretty quickly. So
Yep. Let's get the horses, and I look at Verity. Let's get. And I look over at Atlas. Then after looking at Verity, is horse still spry, rideable, and
Of course he is. Did you not see him?
I mean, they can still be fine, but not necessarily good to.
Taking horse. If you
All right.
Mm.
Well, I'm gonna go, and I start going down to the stables.
I'll meet you there. I'm sorry, considering that, might be slowing dying here. So what is this?
Do that. You're right. Do that.
sorry, do that one. My bad. Let's say
I'm gonna suggest,
yeah.
while Raff does this with Brillia, that Atlas comes with me to find Arsene, and I'm going to suggest probably locking him up.
Yeah, Atlas is already like, I gotta get locked.
Yeah.
He's
Come on.
he's already taken off his fancy armor. There's a defeated look in his eyes, as if he knows that he is. I don't know. He's basically been unwillingly working against his country for his entire reign, and
Yep.
he feels like shit. He's like walking towards his bedroom, dropping bits of his pauldron, and like the sad, like disarming from plate.
Like, going by him and picking them up.
Put this
Could you
here.
not?
He is sad.
I know. Okay, I know this is a bit unfortunate, but I mean, better that we figured it out than not figured it out, and now we can change things. We have time to do things better. You stop throwing shit on the floor. Look, just.
You're my
Hold on.
sister-in-law, not my mom. My mom's a monster. He doesn't stop, but he is a little like for a moment. You're like, oh, so it is genetic. Arsene's drama queen. This
Yeah,
is genetic.
It does run in the
Okay.
family.
It does run in the family. Okay. So, anyways, he obviously takes off his sword. He starts giving different guards and things like that his weapons in his room. Looks like he's basically clearing all this stuff out. Meanwhile, Raff, that's his name. Raff is going to keep working on Brillia. So let's see how well this works. So that's what he got out of the book. So he starts to work on whatever this is, and it starts to shrink down. Like you can see the vein tendrils sinking back into the wound itself. But as he tries to pull out that core of it, nothing happens. He tries with his magic a bit more forcefully, and you feel like somebody's digging like a knife into your stomach. So let's do a con save. Let's see how long you can if you can endure this long enough.
A con save.
Yeah, con.
That is not for a spell. Okay.
No.
Rip.
R.I.P. your stomach.
R.I.P. This I cannot use my feet to get advantage on this.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Just so the audience knows, I only have a +1 to Constitution.
Everybody's got a bad one in there somewhere. Garbage?
Don't last. It's garbage. It's a 7.
Tabby, you're like holding Brillia's hand, and she's like almost dislocates your bones in your hand. She's like grabbing so hard, and Raff has to stop. It's so incredibly painful. He says, that should have worked. Why didn't it work? And he like punches a wall. Like he's just lost it. Like that like sweet calmness is just like,
Okay.
I put my hand on his back and like, no, it's
not okay.
No,
My partner is a spy, and now What, am I supposed to tell them what to do? I'm no one. I don't know how to do this.
Your partner's just the vessel for a spy. He's not the spy itself. That's not to be worried. At this point, we have that situation more or less not solved, but
I can't make
understood.
a speech to his generals. I can't march out at the front of the... I don't even know how.
You know who can? You know, there's another boy in that lineage there.
Is our son just sitting to the side being like, ooh, nice rapier.
Yeah, that's yours now. Hey, so our
Atlas,
son...
can I have this?
he said yes. No. He said yes.
Huh? What?
So, considering that, you know, your brother is not in a spot to have a jurisdiction over the military at this point, under his own discretion, I look over at him and I nod and thumbs up and cool. I think this is a good point where I feel like you could also take that moment to stand beside your brother-in-law here, and
You want me to? You want to put me in charge? Oh, that's
now.
Statistically hasn't been a great idea.
But here's
Do
the
you
thing:
have any other options?
No.
you wouldn't be in charge on your own. You'd still have the crown that was already here, and you have the backing of the, you know, I will go ahead and say the rightful heir of Lunaris, and as well as the I don't know, the hearts of pretty much everyone around. I don't see anybody who thinks you're a bad person. Everyone thinks you're a better person than that guy, and he wasn't trying to be.
Oh, Atlas is just sobbing in the bed now, face down in the pillows. He's kicking his legs like,
Good on man, honestly.
Princes. And everyone's like, oh, I want to marry a prince. No, you don't. No, you don't. They're spoiled bitches. Anyways, our son looks at Verity like, is that what you think I should do?
I don't...
I'd have to see your aunt again, and last time I saw her, she wanted to, you know, me.
So you have the benefit of the doubt here, I'd say. And you're gonna have to see
tables
anyways.
on her.
Yeah.
Raff touches his arm and says, "We don't have a choice." And our son sort of seems to register that and says, "Okay, I guess that's Emperor for a day. I should go get my armor."
Ooh. This is what I'm excited for.
And
I don't think I've ever seen in the armor.
Oh, yeah. And he walks with several people towards his quarters. Raff heads out, and you can hear him giving out orders, basically, to, like, you know, get him maps, get him this, get him that. So, our son has about 4 hours to figure out how to make a new battle plan that his brother wouldn't have thought of.
I would say he has about 2 hours before we leave to go and ride up north to the.
We've got 3 or 4 hours before you guys need to leave, and then you've got 6 hours of riding until you get to the front lines.
Timeline.
Oh,
So technically, he could be in a cart and do some more reading in there.
Great.
Ooh, true.
Cart reading. Dan, it makes him sick to his stomach, though.
Like my dad ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so our son is off reading battle plans and stuff. Do you guys have any plans for trying to, you know, save your friends? Save your allies, I guess. I don't know if they're your friends.
The only thing at this point I actually have in my head is trying to see if my horse is down near the stables or is currently around, because he's a fucking
Ganon?
monster of a horse. Yeah.
Ganon, you come downstairs and he's eating another horse. No.
Yeah, I knew it. Yes.
He's eating a pony, as is his breakfast.
Sitting down at the table, knife, fork, you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
as
this
a horse
rack of
does.
pony is so nice.
He eats his breakfast like any other horse, one pony at a time.
No, I'll say you find him. He's been a breeding stud for a while. They've been getting lots of big horses. He's living it up.
So I'm just gonna go approach him and see what happens.
Cool. Let's see how much. Do you want to do animal handling?
Oh yeah, no, sure.
Let's do it.
And I would argue that maybe I'd have a little bit of advantage.
I'll give
for
you
that.
advantage because you know him. That's fair. That's fair.
I have 2 d20s for that. Oh, thank God! I got a 1 and I'm sorry. Technically, I got a 4 and a 17.
This is why, like, I love online rolling programs where it tells you what your first roll was and then your second roll, so you can be like, was that worth it? I rolled 2 1s in a row. That sucked.
Snake eyes.
Yeah, I was like, you rolled advantage, and I got 2 1s. And I was like, God fucking damn it. Anyways, yeah, he looks at you, and he just, like, walks, like, the person is leading him on a rope, and he just starts walking towards you, and the person's like, ah! And he's, like, dragged.
Backpack.
Gannon, no!
Hair.
Gannon! You have to carry all of the munitions for the army.
You're making him at his old age do that? Oh my God.
He's not that old. He's a lot younger than Horace.
Yeah.
He's probably only like 15.
Oh, not bad.
He's a young boy. Yeah, Horace is probably like 25.
Not bad at all. Horace is not even that old either. Damn.
Yeah, they got some time. They got some time.
Yeah,
Horace isn't really used anymore by Atlas because, you know, he needs to have a top-of-the-line horse, but he still likes it.
Cool.
It's like being the president. You still get nice shit even after you're done your term.
Like a, I don't know, $22 million a year traveling budget, which is a real thing for every former U.S. president who wasn't impeached, taken out of office early, which right now technically is just Nixon. Blech.
Yeah,
so anyways,
exactly. So that's what Horace gets.
So anyways, I'm guessing I noticed other big horses around who are doing work.
Oh yeah, you see, like he's got like a whole group of like his babies. Like if you played a video game where you can like clone to get like the best horse.
Yeah.
Someone has been like this one. This
is a really strange game of eugenics, and it's not a good topic to talk about. But hey, I take my sword, cut the rope behind them, and say, "Want to go, buddy?" And I hand him one of the pairs.
He's ready. He's ready to go.
Oh, the flare in his eyes lit back up, and
you're gonna have to like use your like do a little fly spell to get up on top of him.
I am nearly almost completely 7 feet tall, and I have a big jump.
So you can see the top of him.
Yeah, so I'm athletic enough and acrobatic enough, especially that I can literally just like vault over the side of him.
Yeah, you do a really cool vault flip thing where you like run at him and you put your hands up and you do a flip and you land and the person
it's like a stunt double for the flip.
Yeah, of course. The hair is not quite as long, but you know we make do.
It's me doing it, not Tabby, and then I landed as Tabby.
Well, Tabby's the actor.
Oh.
And you're the role. You're the stunt double.
Okay, I can live with that. So I jump on him and ride him back to the stable area, and
cool. 3 steps later, you're there.
Cool, beautiful, the full area, and I'm gonna ride him into the building then.
Okay. Yeah, you got him. You're ready.
Yep. I'm not gonna leave the room that I'm going into, but I'm gonna be like, I'll just wait there for everyone inside the building.
Okay. Verity, you go finish getting ready with your husband in your shared accommodations in the castle that you will one day own. Okay, what are you wearing? What's your aesthetic today? Arsene will send someone to ask you what color you're wearing. You have to wear gold. That's part of the deal.
Does it have to be gold?
You have to wear some gold.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to be mainly gold.
Okay. I'm gonna go golden gray.
Oh.
Like a angry storm cloud. Like a
lovely.
Yeah.
Yep. That was you guys did something similar to that when do you want Arsene to do that thing again where he like puts gold leaf into his scars?
So badass. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, make it badass.
Done.
I want a crown. There's got to be one laying around that I can have.
You have a crown prepared. Remember, you were technically engaged before.
Yeah, that's right.
So
okay,
you have a perfect crown that's fit for you. It is elegant and beautiful and will be on Instagram later. Let's say.
Yes.
Let's say it is also gold. And when Arsene walks out, he is wearing this beautiful splint mail with like bits of gold along the edges of each piece. And he has obviously the emblem of the kingdom on his kind of doublet. And in addition to the his scars being done with gold, he has a crown on, and it is like, it's almost violent. Like it looks like a lightning strike hitting. Like it's got these jagged edges, and it like sits a little bit off. It's actually quite intimidating. It is. Let's see if you find it more sexy or intimidating. It is exactly equal.
I was gonna say.
It is exactly as sexy as it is
You know
intimidating.
me. Know me.
The dice know you. I was like,
You're
I was
aroused.
like, high, you're aroused. Low, you're intimidated, and you got a 10. So
You're aroused.
you're scare-roused
Yeah.
by him. Everything is polished to perfection. He has a single rapier at his side, which is beautiful filigreed, but it also has like a kind of brutal grace to it. Like he looks like quick and dangerous. You know, the way you might imagine like a rogue of high class looking.
I'm a rogue of high class.
Yeah, well, he's not a rogue, but he looks like one. You gotta trick him. He looks at you, and you hear his like inhale of breath as he takes in the way you look, and he reaches a hand out to you.
Okay. Okay, we can. Guess it's gonna be fine, right?
With you at my side, I can do anything. And he cups your chin, or he like does this, and leans in and kisses you deeply. It's not like a makeout, but like a deep, passionate kiss.
Like we might die.
Like we might die.
Like we might die. That one.
You can hear one of your mates being like, "Oh, the lipstick." Oh,
I just.
oh, can you just smudging? I haven't blotted yet. Anyways, you guys look like a dangerous royal pair. Like you are ready to go and destroy some shit. Does your dress have any kind of allusion to your wings? Like, is there anything like bits of fabric that maybe trail after you in the wind that kind of look like?
I mean, I can.
Or are you going like sleek?
I have the spectral ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like those. I mean, I know I can't use them, but they'll last, right?
Yeah. You'll have to do like a bit of a concentration thing, but as long as nobody hits you, that's not a problem.
As long as nobody hits me.
Yeah, nobody hits Verity.
Everybody stabs me.
Nobody puts Verity in a corner.
Everybody's put me in a corner. Oh, damn it. Okay.
Delightful.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, I'll do the spectral wings.
Okay.
Good.
Nice. You have a few hours, but when you get close enough, obviously.
Yeah.
You guys are loaded into a royal carriage. This one's going to be pulled by two of Ganon's children. So it is a stretch carriage.
Nice.
I ride out of the building.
As you might imagine, it is stretch limo-y. Yes, Brillia. What are you doing while everyone else gets dressed?
First of all, did I bake cookies this morning?
You were on the road, so probably
So no.
not.
Okay.
Did you want to bake cookies in your
Cookies are
couple
happening.
hours? Okay.
It takes an hour, I think. Anyway,
It's okay.
Takes an hour.
You can
Okay.
do stuff in between. Cry.
cookies, and then it's 12, so each of us get 4.
Okay.
That has been
4 cookies each.
yes, bonus. Okay. Secondly, if I use an hour to bake cookies, you said there's 2 more hours before we have to leave, so I could have taken 2 short rests.
Yes.
Spell slots coming back.
Okay.
I love how much you make use of every moment. You're like, she said 3 hours, I'm fucking using it.
I'm using the fucking hours.
You were the
Luna.
best kind of min-maxer.
Luna, if we have 10 minutes, I can cast Catnap, and that's a short rest.
Y'all, we could have a small army of Guardians of Faith at the palace doors. I'm just saying.
Are you gonna leave them for making sure that Atlas stays in his room? Or...
Yes, basically.
Okay.
I'm leaving 2 with Atlas because I can cast it a total 6 times. And they last for 8 hours and I don't need to concentrate on them. So they're just there.
Mm-hmm.
2 get left with Atlas, and I'm putting 1 in Raff's study, 1 at wherever they're doing the meetings for like the war consultation.
Yeah.
And like scattering the rest around the castle, like at entrances.
How many are there?
There are 6 total, unless we use Catnap. So there's 6 total. So
That's
wherever
good.
the heck.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
there's
good.
6.
All right.
And they each do 40 damage each. So
And can they like alert you to anything, or are they just there to do damage?
they let me double check. I don't think they alert me. I just think they go off like a trap, basically.
Right.
If also note to you, they should, because they know their targets, they should be able to tell if Atlas gets a little possessed.
Ooh.
I think it will activate, I believe.
Mm-hmm. On the plus side, it's probably unlikely that
Yeah.
that
He's
will
gonna do
happen.
it again right
well,
now.
now that he's out of the game, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
you know that.
You never
that
know. He might show up to kill Raff or something, right?
Yeah, it might.
I mean, Raff is also heading to the front lines, so, you know.
Yeah,
Who is here that's
so-
important?
Anyway, so yeah, I'm just leaving the castle with some really nice looking buff causes that are shining gold.
Yeah.
That are being very protective right
They
now.
really fit in with the aesthetic really well. Cool. So you guys get into your stretch limo, or stretch carriage, and you smell fresh baked cookies that Brillia made. And Atlas, or Arsene and Verity look amazing, and Raff looks a little frantic, like good, but like he has not put his time into that, and he is reading like a big old nerd. Tabby, anything else you're doing before you guys leave?
Nope, I'm wearing my normal clothes and riding us alongside it on top of Ganon. So
All right, just talking to Ganon, like, "What's up, dude? How's it been?"
I'm talking to him. I have Ghost Dad on the back too, I'm sure.
Yeah. Let's say you're on one horse and your ghost dad's on the other horse,
Okay, that's cool.
so you guys can sit and ride together and talk.
That horse really has it easy, I will say.
He's beautiful.
Yeah, that's the genetics of a master horse, and I look down at Ganon's face if I can reach my head around without falling off, and pat his neck.
Yeah. He's got the longest neck in the world. All right.
Terrifying, actually.
He's a little terrifying, it's true. If he wasn't on your side, it'd be really scary. All right, and you guys ride towards the meeting place between the armies. Cool. You continue doing the things you were doing, trying to come up with plans. Anything you guys want to get down on paper before you actually, get to your parlay, or should we go straight there?
So, do they know that we're coming to parlay with them? And they're okay. I honestly feel like we are in a good position where we don't need to have threats nearly as quickly as we usually do.
We don't need to threaten
That's
people.
too
like we
bad, because
usually
I have a
do.
plus 13 to intimidation. So
I mean, intimidation's one thing, but
It's the last resort.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The last resort is like a ball kick,
that's true.
like a donkey kick to the balls.
And I do have a plus 12 performance, so I can perform as, country legend Waylon Jennings.
So Tabby does a little song while you guys ride.
Yeah, I'm
Inspiration?
gonna bardic inspiration.
There you go.
I think I can do only one person at a time.
Yeah.
So
But it's a
I
plus
think,
a D10, so
yeah, I'll actually give that to you, Verity, so you can have that extra on any sort of rolls you may need.
thank you.
Okay. So how are you guys going to try to save your friends? Are you going to just try to talk down Andrea and hope that she doesn't murder the traitors in her midst? Are you going to send Ghost Dad to do some scouting?
Oh.
I think
You going to be
it'd
invisible,
best-
riding on a giant horse?
I think it might be best if we can warn your allies, Verity, before we talk to your aunt.
Okay, except your brother already knows their names, so I'd rather get to them sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Are we running straight to your allies and avoiding your aunt, or are we talking to your aunt first?
I don't think she's here, so
She's not?
no.
I
don't
missed the
believe
memo.
so.
Okay. I missed the memo. Sorry.
No, no worries.
He is a player. Oh, okay. So then we just go to them. Who, if they are not together, who do you want to go to first?
Karis. Gideon, and Karis first.
Okay. Okay.
Malik sounds pretty neat, so I'll try to talk to him at some point too.
I mean, I suppose we could try and just pull them all together
Yeah, we're hopefully gonna have them
Ideally.
all together in one meeting with us.
rather
So
than having to do this.
separate,
Yeah.
having to go across a big old military line. That'd be annoying. Ugh.
Yeah. Okay. So we get them all together. I mean, it's unlikely that Andrea is there, but not impossible.
And she could have somebody's eyes and ears as well.
Yes.
But I don't think
Okay.
she can have all 5 of them. I don't think so. We should.
I would
convince
hope
one.
not.
If we convince one, we might be able to convince them all. That's my big reasoning on this. And I don't think that'll be difficult.
No. I think. I mean, I'm very confident about Karis and Gideon. The rest. It's been a long time. And I mean, I died again, so, that's a bit suspicious, isn't it?
Some would say.
Keep dying and coming back to life. But
I mean, if they know the truth behind what happened originally, and I mean, see you here now, then I mean, what good is there behind Vecna's word if he was saying that you guys were dead initially too? If we were all dead.
yeah, and
Politically?
I mean, I don't think I've told the rest of them. Like Karis knows, but I don't think I told Gideon, and I spoke to Veril.
That might be nice though. Or maybe not, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But
you met him. He's a bit
a little sleazy, but I mean, hey.
Yeah.
I mean,
Princes.
who hangs out at the dreary bar? I mean, I guess there's not really much else to do. That's not the point.
There's not.
Yeah,
an area
depressed and
that's-
dramatic
yeah.
princes.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that is the point. So I think as long as we keep as straightforward as possible. I mean, we're coming over to them not only to convince them not to wage war, but to help us. So it's a tall order to ask. But I believe with the points that we're bringing to them, I don't think it's going to be a struggle, especially if they already have a previous relationship with you and the now deceased. Wish we had their hat, but hey,
Yeah.
can't all win them.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, stopping this particular attack is probably the most important thing. We can always regroup and then decide what we want to do after that, but
Right.
we're obviously not. We're not prepared to fight a war right now.
Mhm.
Ideally, it will never come to that, but
Yeah.
certainly not right now.
Hey, fingers crossed.
Okay, it's a good plan. It's a plan, but it is a plan.
It's the most sound we've had a plan in a very long time. I think. And I'm not
Some
saying
might
that
call
even
it-
as a joke.
Some might call it a plan. We call it a plan. And if you
We
respect
call
it, you would also call it a plan.
I call it the. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. You worry your pretty little face about it.
But yeah, so just to reiterate, the points we need to bring up. They're fighting a fight they probably don't want to fight, and having no dead on either side is best for both sides. Their names are now known by the Vecna side of the power and are going to be wanted dead, most likely. Can't put words to that, but they know their names and they know that you have a previous relationship. Hopefully they don't go along and say, well, as long as we bring you back dead, then that is not an issue. Because that's my worry on that.
Because that's true,
third,
but not what we want to hear.
yes.
Yeah.
And third, they all, from everything I've heard, sound like they're reasonable people with positions that they may be able to, that they're able to handle without the corrupting, you know? They sound like they have good minds on their shoulders, so it's gonna be tricky, but it's gonna be right. I think we got this.
Okay, so how are you going to communicate with them?
Don't we just like call them into like the middle of the field and
Sure.
then they like come out?
Sure.
And
You want to call out all of your friends too? Be like, I would like Red Rover. We call Karis of House Reynard over.
yeah, I guess.
We request the present of blah blah blah.
Press the presents.
Does anybody know thaumaturgy? Great
I
cantrip.
feel like warlocks tend to know thaumaturgy. Yeah.
Tieflings know it. Just because we're tieflings.
You should thaumaturge and announce us when we get there and call them out. So a non-violent
that-
parlay.
Right, we want
Okay.
to make her dramatic.
Might as well.
Sure. Just introduce our son as the. Oh goodness, I need to know our son's full name.
What
On the
is
Falcon.
what is our son's full name?
I need our son's full
You
name.
could add in the Falcon.
I'm not adding the Falcon.
A Falcon
You'll hear
who
me yell
flies in the
quietly.
storm. Falcon. Caw-caw!
Okay. Wait, now I literally need to know all of your guys' full names for this.
Tabby. For now.
Happy. And then I guess I also need the people I'm requesting's full names, Mel. I'm sorry, all the names. Or we can just assume it happens.
That
I
could
don't
also
have to
be
go
a
through
safe
this.
thing to do because
We'll
it's just announcing.
We'll say that you can do. We'll see the announcement for our friends, for our side, because we like them. But we'll just say you call up the rest of them all properly by their titles.
Thanks.
But I do want to hear you introduce all of these people, all of these yokels.
Okay, all the names.
Yokel.
Okay, so I'm introducing all of our party, correct?
Announce me as Tabby.
Now I'm digging back into my notes for
Our son,
our son.
bathing,
Oh, my
dry
goodness.
assed.
Dry ass.
Caraquette.
He just looks at you and goes, every time.
I think it's. I thought it was a great name.
It's a beautiful name. Listen
It
to
is.
The,
Like,
listen to
I
the
that-
melody of that name.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is the secret of GMing. Is
Verity,
there will always be a
Ryan.
ruined name.
Orion, Everett, Theravale, Caraquette.
Put the name on there.
Okay, and then Molten Scoria.
Nope,
Or do you want to
Tabby.
use Tabby?
Tabby. Specifically here, Tabby.
And then Brillia doesn't have a surname.
Neither does Tabby.
You have a code name.
Yeah, the love.
Broad love.
Broad Love.
I am not announcing
Brillia
that.
Esme
I am
Broad
not
Love.
announcing that.
I so badly.
love Broad Love. Come on.
Okay.
Brillia Esme Broad Love. Sounds like a good name. One more and you're royal. In Caraquette, 4 names means you're like nobility.
Is 5 names bad luck?
No. Well, maybe,
Damn.
because that would mean that, like, you're better than the Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of the, because Ariana, Arsene, Atlas all have 4 names. So does Verity. Raff only has 2. Well, 3 now. But he was a little one. He only had a first and last name. He didn't know anybody.
Thank you, as I write down all the names because my memory is trash.
And his name is Raphael Abbott Caraquette.
Oh my, I forgot Raff was here.
Raphael Abbott.
And then what's his official name?
Prince Consort of Caraquette. I just want to do this to see how badly you screw up. No offense.
No, none taken.
Fine. It's gonna be fine.
None taken, Mel. This is gonna be hilarious.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll write up next to you for when you do the announcement, just so I'm as a character next to you and sitting stern on my big horse.
Whispering the names.
Yeah.
Don't forget the falcon.
Dry ass.
The dry ass
The
falcon.
dry
Don't
ass
forget.
falcon.
He just looks at me and says, dry-assed.
The driest falcon. Yeah, you are on the storm and now it's windy.
There's a T. It's the first letter in your name, Tabby. Figure it out.
Someone didn't get the message.
Okay.
You're lucky you're my best man, or I would...
I am lucky.
Aw, they hug.
Get off me.
Oh, get off me. Don't punch me in front of our allies.
Ding, 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 ding. Those claws.
Okay, so as you guys ride up towards the center area, their army has stopped about an hour back from the center meeting place, and obviously yours, or your escort, is basically here. As you arrive, you see that they've already set up the area where you're going to be meeting. There's like a lovely thick carpet kind of along the ground in the colors of Lunaris, of course, which I believe is blue and silver, but I could be wrong. And you see your aunt standing there with a couple of people standing at her side.
So do I announce the friends or not?
So you guys are just like peeking, like you're peeking out and you're like, is that her?
Oh, fuck, she wasn't supposed to be here.
Fuck, she's actually here.
I'm just announcing us. I'm not calling the names. No.
You have to do it.
What?
I got made fun of for my name. You better fucking use it.
I'm going to call out your name. I'm not going to call out Verity's allies in front of her aunt.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, that's smart. That's smart. And then I feel like Raff is just like, why are you whispering? We're still like 15 minutes out, and if they can spy on, like, never mind.
Good hearing. You don't know her.
No, I don't. I mean, I've written letters to her. She always gets my name wrong. She only spells it with 1 F. She knows.
She's
She
jealous.
spells my name wrong sometimes too.
She never spells Ellie's name wrong, though.
No, not Ellie.
She loved Ellie. All right. You guys begin arriving. Trumpeters begin. Brillia, there's like a little area at the front of the carriage for you to step forward and thaumaturge your heart out.
Thaumaturge it up.
You
Great,
took
Mal.
you took Tiefling. You did
I
this to
did.
yourself.
I did this to myself. I did.
Although, does this give you a bonus? Like, is this a...
No, it just makes my voice really
okay,
fucking
because I was
loud.
say, because Tabby could give you inspiration.
Is this a performance or perception or persuasion check?
Ooh, it can definitely be either.
Yeah.
Can we make it a persuasion check to see how convincing the fuck I am?
Yeah, I mean,
That I
Can
know.
I?
You are presenting not the actual leader of the country. You have to do this in such a way that they respect Arsene. So,
Also, I just want to say, if we do end up doing a roll for this, I'll be there next to you to announce this for when you're announcing this stuff, and I will actually be like as Tabby talking you through the words there, just to give you advantage on the roll.
aw, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you, buddy.
All right, yeah, we're gonna roll for it. Let's do it. So you get advantage. Oh, do you want advantage or do you want bardic inspiration?
Advantage would probably be better because if I give
If Verity helps too, you can have both.
Ooh, true.
All right, so Verity can read you some lines. She can help you read off the paper.
Yep.
Get the
I think
pronunciations
that would look
down.
even worse, though,
Yep.
that the
Nope,
leader
we'll
is helping.
We'll practice.
Oh, we're practicing.
We'll
Okay.
practice. We'll fine.
Okay.
It'll fine.
We're going to practice.
All right, and then Tabby can like lay down like a sick trumpet beat.
There's actually a study about how a cadence when speaking can verbally drive a point in better than just speaking without a rhythmic speech pattern. So I could probably just be keeping a subtle like da 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 da. So you can like there comes like just saying like as like a almost a beat almost when you're speaking. So.
Just make sure you don't say dry ass as 2 separate syllables.
Dry ass. Fuck. That's all I said. Fuck.
Shit.
Not me.
I forgot what the next one was.
Okay.
All right, so roll with advantage and a plus D10, right?
E10.
There you go. Let's hear it.
I'm rolling first, or am I saying this aloud?
I'd say roll for it. So if you want to butcher it on purpose, you
Yeah,
can.
that's my
Please.
usual move.
Yeah, except watch me not butcher it, but me as a person. Somehow
Oh, that's fine.
butcher.
Redacted.
Redacted.
Oh, question. Are you
Oh.
presenting as a tiefling?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
In this moment, I don't see why not.
Mhm.
So that will be plus a D10. Which D10 do I trust?
One in your left hand.
I got a 10 on the D10.
That's wrong. Maybe.
So that will be 30 total.
Impressive.
You've been doing this all your goddamn life.
I've been doing. Brillia has.
Day.
It's like announcing to a room full of people who ate food, like, this is an order for this person specifically. Someone comes up, it wasn't you. I know it wasn't you.
Okay then. Announcing the Crown Prince of Caraquette, Arsene Fabian Dryast Caraquette, along with his wife, the Princess of Lunaris, Verity Ryan Everett Therabel Caraquette, along with Raphael Abbott Caraquette, Prince Consort, along with Tabby and myself, Brillia Esme Broadlove.
God loves.
And Tabby was there.
And
Champions of
Tabby was
Caraquette. Champions of Caraquette. No. Fuck.
I'm not, no. Brillia doesn't consider herself a champion of Caraquette. She's not going to use that over.
Oh, that's true. You guys, neither of you got the official title.
Even if she wanted, she doesn't want that damn title.
We didn't
neither
want it
did-
either.
Neither did Verity. The only one who wanted it
Exactly.
was
Oh,
Penny.
yeah.
Penny.
Penny.
Penny fucking
Penny
loved
was
that
so
title.
excited about
Yep.
it. Okay, there we go.
All right. You all step out onto the beautiful carpeted ground and walk towards Verity's aunt and her entourage. You see next to her is a slightly older Sarita, and on the other side, Brillia's brother. Brillia's brother smirks at her. That same smirk that you guys will recognize from Atlas. And Verity, will you roll a perception or no, insight on Sarita? She is scared. Your aunt looks at you and smiles her, like, sickly sweetest smile and says, Verity, sweetheart, so good to see you again. Come here and give me a hug. And she opens her arms.
That is very informal. For a pre-war parlay, would you say?
I will go over and hug her. We are here not to start a war.
You hug her?
Yep.
She hugs you back hard. With like the strength, like she uses a war axe and she's hugging you with the strength. And she runs her hands up your back and you can feel that she presses into the place where your wings were cut before she lets you go.
You must have really missed me.
You keep disappearing on me, dear.
You know what travel's like and trying to get letters back and forth. I mean, the must have just gotten missed in the mail.
It just seems rather impossible to kill you, doesn't it?
Well, who would want to do that?
Of course. And your lovely husband, and she turns to our son, who, oh, he fucking nails it. Like perfection. Like when she looks at him meaning to intimidate him, being like, oh, like your husband who I fucked, he looks at her like he barely remembers her face. And there's a sincerity to it that just makes you so proud of him. And he steps forward and he takes your hand and draws you back beside him and says, yes, I'm here on behalf of my brother, and I would like to know why you are marching an army on our kingdom. Your aunt looks between the two of you, clearly not expecting you to be as confident and capable as you are, considering you just arrived here. And, yeah, she says, please, let us sit and talk like family. After all, it's more than just us, isn't it? Nice to have a proper reunion. Isn't that right, Miss Broad Love?
Yes, it's been quite some time.
And Sarita steps forward, and they all gather around this table that has been set out. It has as many chairs. They brought out chairs specifically for each of you. And you are now sitting across from each other like the world's most awkward blind date. And let's leave it there for this week. We'll get into the heart of
Yes.
this.
Yes.
Good job. You freed Atlas, sort of.
It's not free. He's just not in use right now.
Oh, yeah. Poor baby. He's had such a rough life. People keep using him. They do.
Yeah.
He's very usable.
Yeah.
Grow up a tool, become a tool. Am I
That's
right?
what he said. Don't forget to use tool. Get a +2 to that roll.
Wink, unfortunately.
Nicely done, guys. You
That
pulled
was
it.
stressful.
You pulled it together.
That was good.
Yeah,
Yes.
you
It was fun.
So far, you haven't destroyed anything beyond recollection. I do love you're like, oh shit. Can we just redo the last game? Can we just go back an episode? Can you imagine if in D&D you could just be like,
I knew the second novel was like,
Oh,
we don't
God.
need to talk to Atlas about this. We can just do it. I was like, there's something up here.
we can talk to him tomorrow. What's the
We
point?
can talk to him tomorrow. We don't have to use a spell slot for this.
Spell slots are important.
I was just digging right next to this little table that was set up here, and I found this weird magical deck. I drew a card.
Oh, wow.
I know
Oh,
the wish spell. Oh, you're
oh man.
back in time. Everything's solved.
Tabby just goes back and like just stabs like Arsene's mother in the like as soon as he's born.
Not you.
Oh, not my job.
Oh man. Well, good job, guys. You did it. Another week. You have
Did it.
survived. And this was episode 5, so we got 7 episodes left for you guys to not screw it up.
Oh, you
No
just said that
promises.
dumb.
Feels like it's way too many.
Don't fuck it up, sunshine.
No promises.
Oh yeah, what's the weather today like?
Too many.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Caraquette?
Yeah, like over in this field. I
That's
feel
fair.
like it's
That's fair.
perfect
That's
for
fair.
it to be the most
It
vibrant,
is.
like blue sky, green grass.
It is an average kind of day as far as like clouds and stuff goes, but there is a storm approaching on one of the fronts.
That's unfortunate.
Right now, it's quite lovely though.
That's good. That's good for now.
Flicks off Paylor. just like,
Kaylor,
fuck you.
fuck you, man.
Fuck you.
I mean, I gotta say, I don't agree with everything your brother says, but he's right that the gods all use humans, and you might as well get
Oh,
something
yeah.
out of it.
Oh, yeah. Brillia knows it. Brillia is very well aware of it.
Like,
Brillia's
fuck,
very
the gods
well
use
aware of
me all day long.
But she did say, I don't trust Vecna enough to let...
Not
yeah.
not even hot teenage Vecna?
No.
He's so
He killed
hot.
Ariana. Fuck no.
Ariana technically killed herself.
Yeah, but no. No.
Koss is currently still trapped somewhere
Exactly, and he has my damn girlfriend.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And if he really wanted to convince me at that point, he would have said, right now, I'll bring you Koss. Right now.
Here's
Well, fine.
Koss. Here's
then.
Koss.
Right now.
Right here.
Right now.
Right now.
Rude.
Right here. Right now. Okay, good job, guys. All right. Everybody who tuned in today, thank you again for joining us. Hopefully you had as much fun as we did and, as I did, breaking hearts. If you want to join our community, you can follow us on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and wherever you get your podcasts. If you want to find more of me online, I am at Feminist Gamer, and you can find me on the XP Billiards podcast, on which I am a regular. Verity/Laura, where can people find you?
At Darkmoon Dice. Everything is at Darkmoon Dice.
And I can be found on Instagram at Luna_moon_C.
And I have the long one. You can find me on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, all at Shrycool. I stream on Twitch on Sundays and Mondays, both doing Pokemon runs. Monday is my predominantly Pokemon marathon through the entire series run, pretty much. If you don't want to follow me on Twitch, it's fine. Follow me on Twitter or Instagram. Same name. That's it. Thank you.
Just follow somewhere. Live that life. Follow Morton Scoria for more exciting background information. Thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode, and we will see you next week. Have a great night.
Peace and love. Peace and love.